I've sanded so much. This car was white before I started. Wow. It's the dust off this. I'm kidding. Relax, I'm kidding. This is attempt number 74 of starting this video. Working on the old Bourbon, getting it ready for bodywork, paint, a lift, wheels and tires, some interior work, and just gonna make it a daily driver. Stay tuned. I decided with this one that I would try to use my 4-year-old's design ability plus a little artificial intelligence with ChatGPT, like you guys saw in the thumbnail, of turning this into the ultimate family rig. What color do you want it, buddy?
Dark blue.
Well, okay, well, yep, definitely dark blue. I also may have picked up some wheels because I asked him again, what color do you want the wheels?
Gold.
We'll do bronze. So earlier this week, I had this on a lift at my neighbor's house to try to get it lifted, and well, they needed their shop back, and I just didn't have time, and parts didn't come off, and stuff was all gunked up. We had U-bolts half off, so I limped it back over to my house. It's literally a block. Limped it back over to my house, and I decided I'm just going to start on it here. I have some jack stands. I think I can get at least the rear lifted. I can also get these bumpers off because I have another idea. Now, chrome's a great color and all. I do love chrome sometimes, but I think this would look good with black accents. So I'm going to paint gloss black. This, might pull this trim off, maybe buy some more. And then I'm going to paint these black, this black, and then I'll paint the grill matte black. And then this innards, it keeps changing focus. So the outside of this, where it's like kind of that brownish gray, that's going to be gloss, and then inside will be matte. And then I'm gonna maybe buy some different headlights, some more modern ones. Now you might say, well, that's not very original. Well, you're right. I'm gonna try to make this a little bit of a modern-ish looking cruiser, family rig. I don't know. And if you don't like the gold and the blue, bear with me, or the bronze. I think we're gonna be able to make this. What do you got a helmet on for? Pretending. Okay. Pretend to be a NASCAR driver. All right. Maybe one day there'll be one. Anyways, I'm going to try to make this like semi-modern looking with some like touches. So if you don't like it, bear with me. I will have megs that I can throw on it. I will keep these that I can put on it if I don't like the bronze wheels. I also have, I'll also have the bronze wheels. Sun's in my eyes. They're not in my eyes. It's in my back, but you guys can't see me. I'll also have other wheels to go back to if I don't like the look. And if I don't like the one color design, I have gotten pretty good with wrapping vehicles in vinyl and can do this line here, this factory line. I can do that in white vinyl. Are you singing? We're not going to get anything done. Anyways, we can get, I can do this line in white and kind of make it look, you know, back to modern, or back to original-ish. The reason I'm painting these bumpers is they're scraped, they're scratched, they're dented, they're dinged. And you can tell right there. Oh, we're just going to make them look good. As for the interior, well, when you sell your truck, you got to haul straw on a Suburban. So I'm just mad about that. Hey, there's my lift. Anyways, you can see the straw in there. So I'm allergic to it. I sneeze a lot. Grab these goodies, get out, and get on with it. All right, let's do this. All right, so first things fifth, or whatever that saying goes. I'm going to pull the bumpers off. I'm going to get them in here. I have paint that I bought from a paint shop with it was really expensive, like $40 a can, but it's automotive gloss black, and I wanted something that I know is going to be good quality, is going to stick, because the bumpers, dealing with chrome, I'm going to have to sand it down a little bit, put some high build on it, and then paint them. So the bumpers are going to come off. We'll start with the grill. And this is all just because I don't have a place to do the lift on yet. We'll pull the grill off. We'll pull the bumpers off. We'll pull the whole nose off. Not the nose, not this stuff, but this stuff. We're going to paint that black. These will be black. These will probably be black eventually, or at least in here will be black. These will be black. Not the taillights, I don't think, but around the outside. Hold on, my kid's yelling at me. I have a large shop too that I could do this in, but I also have a lot of junk and cars. So this one's gonna have to be done outside, which is not ideal. Dang it. Somebody buy my stuff. That's for sale. That's for sale. All right, I'm gonna start cutting and grinding and getting some stuff off of this thing and unbolt doing. Let's get after it. The other thing I'd like to say is it'd be really smart to paint that before I lifted it, but you know, being not very intelligent, I decided to buy the biggest vehicle to learn how to paint on instead of buying something small and then lift it before I paint it. That wasn't very smart. The lift isn't massive, it's only a couple inches, but all right, we're gonna get after it. I'm gonna start tearing this thing apart. I'll take you guys along with me. Now it looks like she got her teeth knocked out, so, well, she did. A couple things with these. So looking at the old grill here, I noticed this beforehand, but this chrome stuff's kind of coming up, so if I have to knock that off, it's just plastic with like chrome coating on it. I could order another one of these, but I don't want to buy one. Well, it's usable. We're gonna make it work.
Fishing guy, we watch fishing guy every night and we watch soapboxes.
Yeah, and race cars.
And race cars.
All right.
And
He is just a camera monster. Anyways, the people want to see the car building. Okay, so these are the headlight bezels. This is the, I think it'd be the driver, well, sorry. This is the driver's side headlight bezel. As you can tell, it's broke, so I might order one of these. I could glue it, but then like this clip's broke too. I don't feel like dealing with that. Come over here to check this side. Oh, there's my paint. This side, that clip's also broke. And then it's like cracked here. I just feel like ordering a new one doesn't make more sense. So and they're like $30 on Amazon. So I'll probably just do that right now. All right, now we're moving on. So these are a pain. If you've ever pulled just a bumper off anything, they're just a pain in the buttocks. So I'm gonna have to soak this, and then we're gonna try to, well, we'll worry about the trim when the trim comes, or time comes. I didn't order any. So we're gonna pull. I also don't have a front plate, so I don't even know if I want to run this bumper, but it's a collector vehicle, so I got collector plates. Save money on tabs every year. Anyways, so I'm gonna soak these bolts down, or the nuts down, so that I can get this bumper off. I can't even get to these ones with that tow package down there. So what I'm gonna do is pull that out. I'm probably gonna freshen that up with some tractor paint or something.
okay, so we're going to the cheese.
Hold on, dude. Let Dad talk about the truck. And then we're gonna pull the bumper off, and then we're gonna get after it. Well, and I'll pull these off too, since they're easy. Change of scenery. Made some room in my shop. I moved all my junk over so I could fit my big junk in here. You know, if you condense your little junk, you can cram in big junk. There it is. Okay, so I have removed tow package. I did that off camera because who cares about me taking bolts off? I am gonna get these off eventually, but I'm gonna start, well, I'll probably do it now because it's pouring down rain outside. I had to move my convertible Catalina outside, put a tarp over it. That's making me anxious. And eventually tonight at some point, it's going to go right here. I don't know how that's going to happen. I'm going to let this dry. I'll probably just let it dry off camera because that's literally watching water dry, which is probably worse than watching paint dry. And then I will start the body working process. Went to the local paint supply store, and man, did I cash out. Got me a breathing thing, you know, because suffocation's not ideal. I guess it'd be chemical exposure is not ideal. Got a sanding block or two. There's another one somewhere. Got me some tapes, which I read a thing that said you don't want to set them on the end. You want to set them like this. So, boom, that's going to roll off. Paint cups. All right, my buddy's calling. Some of that stuff. Anyways, I had a phone call come in there. That's just to mix into the primer. That's also to do such with. This stuff was actually pretty reasonably priced. I was surprised. Hardener for the Bondo. Yes, Bondo, I said it. Cheap little air compressor gun, water taker outer thingamabobber. We got some primer in here, high build primer and some Bondo. I'll show you guys that when I get to it. And then just some plastic. And then this is going to be the paint for the bumper. I don't know if the body shop said this stuff works good for stuff like that. And then I have a can of primer that I got with it that I'll wet sand because it's going to be black. So yeah, for stuff to dry because I need to get it so it starts. I don't want the thing gummed up. So, and that's also in my car outside. Dang it! I knew I was gonna need that. So I gotta run out and grab that out of my Catalina. I think I'm gonna start probably eventually on the roof. Would be like ideally get that done and over with because I can't really reach up there because I'm not very tall. All right, as you guys saw, I'm sanding it. This is 180 that I have on that bad boy. Sorry, 120 on that, and then I have more 180 that I'll eventually put on it. I didn't buy 120. It just came with it, so I'm using all that before I go to the 180. Doing a pretty good job. You can see, and I haven't wiped this off yet or anything. You can see there's still some of these rust marks. I don't think that's a huge, well, that's going to be an issue. You can feel the pitting kind of. So I might hit this a little harder, try to get that gone. Down here, it's coming out pretty good. You can see the swirls in the marks, and that's why I use high build primer. I don't really want to have to pull that, but I might just because why not? I'm pulling everything else except the door handles and the mirrors. But yeah, as you can tell, it's kind of doing it. I tried to film myself working on it, and it went okay. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see if I can knock this down more. I don't like that at all. I can feel pitting right there, so that might be a skim coat of some Bondo. But yeah, I'm going to keep working on this thing, and the air compressor is running really loud, so it'll just be me working in time lapse. Here we go. All right, I've been sanding on this thing for, well, it feels like hours. And it's been about an hour. It's going. I pulled the emblem. You guys might have seen that in the time lapse. This side I really dug into. This side I kind of just skimmed it. And as you can see the orange color there of that surface rust. So I definitely need to get it a little bit more with, I don't know if I need to go finer grit or a little tougher grit or probably both. We'll just hit it with both. The paint sucks, so that's cool. It doesn't want to come off with the 120 that I have, so... And of course, naturally, it just flakes off until it doesn't. So that's been great. I'll show you guys what else I was doing while I was letting my phone charge or camera phone charge. This right here, this is like the one chunk of body damage. I mean, it's minute to say the least. It's got like a gash right here and then a gash here. They're both extremely shallow, so I can probably just skim coat them. I'm just worried that it's kind of popped up here, so I might have to do a little hammer work. I don't know, teach myself. Never done hammer work, so I'll Google that or YouTube that and go from there. I tried sanding through this stuff, and this is what I was worried about. This stuff sucks. It's the worst. I hate it. There's not a good way. I've used those eraser things. I've tried products. Sander, it just gummed up my sander. This was a disc, and it was done. So I don't want to go through all my sandpaper trying to move this, however I may. And then I started playing down here, which I think this has that factory coating on that you see on some factory square bodies. They'll have like a vinyl, I don't know what it was. It was some paint protector thing, and they suck. I remember sanding off my C10, and it was horrible. So we're working our way around here. The issue with this primer. I think with this paint was the primer in the 80s, if I remember right. If you guys know, tell me. I was not born. So if you know the issue, then let me know. So yeah, it's moving right along. After doing the hood, I'm just dreading this. I will be up in the air. This is probably why I did this before I lifted it. It was a smart thing. This is gonna suck. It is high up. I'm sitting on a stool right now and I'm still needing, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm on a little step stool fella there. And I'm reaching up right now. So this is about shoulder length. I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna have to open the doors, maybe get a ladder out here. I don't know, attach myself to my rafters and sand from there. I'd like to just scuff it and then throw a product on it, but I don't want to do this the wrong way and have issues later. And then I got to pull all these drip rails and haven't decided with these yet. If anybody knows what these are, can you tell me? Because I know they're probably for a roof rack, but what roof rack? Because I would like a roof rack, I think, but I don't want to deal with these. So I don't want to take them off, but I might have to. So let me know. That'd be cool. If you recognize these bad boys, there's 4 of them, 1 on each corner, 2 bolts going in. I can't see them on the headline or inside. So who knows? I'm just gonna keep sanding and off camera until, well, I give you guys a good update. We'll do some time lapse and later of me sanding, but I gotta find something that digs in and does this opposed to this, because this is taking me an hour and I can't, more than an hour. It's taking me an hour and like 30 minutes. So I need to find a quicker way to do this. The other issue is my air compressor, which I thought was totally fine and could keep up. She ain't keeping up. So I can get about 8 to 10 minutes and then it's stop and let it cook or let it run. And then it's 8 minutes, stop and let it run. So here we go. Good news now. It's the next day and I worked on this thing all night. We sanded away and I got a fender and a hood done. Started on the roof. And the air compressor issue with my sanding wheel, I found a solution and it's that right there. The old Walmart special Black & Decker sander bobber that I've had in my drawer and I forgot about. So I threw a 6-inch disc on a 5-inch sander and went to town. It worked. It did all right. But I started with the higher grit and then I went down to like 60 and then I just bought some 40. So I'm going to hit it hard on... I'd like to get the roof done today, I think, because I want to get all that rust out of here and just keep cleaning that up so it's not, the particulates are in the air. So I'm going to get up on the roof and I guess I'm going to sand all day today because, well, I haven't even touched this side. I touched right there, but I got some work to do, so bear with me, guys. I've been visited by the sanding fairy. I've just been sanding this thing for hours, and I'm tired of it. I am needing reinforcements. Thought about like chemical paint stripper, but that'll just be a mess. And I think you can't really inhale that stuff or you like die, so maybe, I don't know. Somebody will tell me, so please tell me. Now it's very dusty in here, you could tell. So like, this is bare metal, obviously, around the handles. They don't want to get too close, so we're not there. But this whole bottom half of the truck still needs to be, or Suburban still needs to be done. And I believe the whole back. Yeah, she needs to be stripped there too. So, and the roof, I think, is mostly done. I just need to touch up some spots, I believe. So I've called in reinforcements. By calling them, I mean I bought them. I paid money for them. Kind of a lot. More than I cut into the paint budget. There we go. Hercules... strip paint, remove rust, conditions metal. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like it's going to work good. YouTube said it did in the videos. This bad boy is done. It's earned its stripes. This bad boy also earned its stripes, but I need to just get it done. So, here we go. officially day 900 and... No, it's like day 4, but or 6, or I really don't know. Anyways, give you guys a quick update. I'm almost done sanding. I bought a new tool. If you guys follow my channel, you might have seen a short of the tool I bought. I'll show that to you real quick. It's that bad boy right there, the Harbor Freight paint stripper. Man, she does work. Holy smoking Toledo, Batman. The reason I'm moving around as much as I am is because it kind of adds a little heat to it, and I don't want, well, to warp the metal for one thing, and to like take big chunks out. Still some primer. It kind of sands it pretty rough. It's kind of a rough abrasive pad, but that was about 15 minutes worth of work right there. That's not done yet, obviously. You can tell by the rust up here. It digs into those pits. Kind of knocks those out, so that's good. I don't want to get too close because in case I got to reuse this. I don't think I do, but we're just going to play her safe. I'm going to pull these windows eventually. Back around here, this whole side of the truck's done for the most part. Obviously, I got to get down here where the bumper is, and then around the door handles. Frontal view, she's done. Right along the top of the windshield, there's a little bit I got to hit with like a DA. Just don't want to dig into that because I'm not pulling the window, so... Yeah, working our way around this way. That's pretty much the color the whole thing's gonna be. It's gonna be that color-ish. Pretty close. I hit all this last night. You can just tell how deep some of these scratches are in the metal, which is good-ish. I should be able to tolerate that. This one, this was all DA'd. I might go over with that scuffer just to take off that primer, because I think that was the issue back in the late 80s. I pulled the mirrors, process of pulling door handles. I caved. Dang it. More work. But hey, more content, maybe, unless I forget to film it. So, I mean, we're just about there. It's just some touch-up stuff. The DA, obviously, like right along there, where that window is. I don't like that. That looks terrible. So, I believe this window, the other big window, and then the 2 back windows are going to come out. I may take those ones off and roll them down. I don't want to pull all the window assembly out. These are not meant to do so. They are miserable to do that in if you've done that before. After like sanding on it for a long time with DA sanders and then just getting mad and having my sanding fairy come over, he helped a lot. I caved. Anyways, though, I will take some DA with like the 180 and I'll clean all this up. Obviously, I still got to go up and around here. That wheel's pretty easy to control, but I don't want to get into anything up there. Plus, like, these gaps and these old things are just factory legit. Like, that is just, that's all right. It's not a show car. 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 Probably do around the windows with a DA. It'll take longer, but it'll be cleaner. But yeah, we are moving right along. I'm going to try to pull this back bumper off, I think, today. Actually, probably right now. And then get the back of these quarters. And then I think there's a panel right there. You can kind of see those bolts in. Don't know what that does, but, or I'll at least scuff it so I can spray it. Cool. The other thing is with all the chrome that's on the truck, I'm going to mix it up a little bit. Everybody likes old school square bodies with their chrome. I'm going to mix it up and try something new. And if I hate it, well, I'll be $600 into needing new stuff to where I can get it chromed and then be good. I'm going to paint the big dog ear mirrors black, not the reflective part, because then I couldn't see. We're going to paint the bumpers black, and then we're going to paint the door handles black. So we're going to have no chrome. Oh, and the gutters, the rain gutters. We'll have no chrome on this thing, and I think it'll look good with my wheel choice. Which is over there. You might have saw a tire. They're brand new. I spent way too much money on them. They were as much as a Suburban. Makes sense in a guy's mind. Anyways. Yeah, so like the thumbnail that I'm assuming you guys saw and clicked on, these will be black. The taillights, I love square body taillights, red as they are, but if something looks better, let me know what you guys think. Maybe I'll change something up there and go black, or I don't know. Oh yeah, and then they have like a chrome trim around them that'll also go black. Pretty much if it's chrome, it's going to be black to include the door locks. So, all right, well, my wife's calling, so I better answer the phone. Well, good news. The phone call went good with the wife. Went and had dinner, and it's like 4 hours later, and now I'm back out in the shop. But I think this may be the end of the video because it's kind of a long one, and I've been just working on it this whole time, and it's kind of getting boring. It's watching me sand. So, quick recap, and then the goals for the next episode. So, subscribe if you haven't. I sanded a lot. That's the recap. I'm pulling these off, pulling the other bumper. We'll get the door handles off in the next video. And yeah, we're making a ton of progress. Taking this thing to bare metal is taking way longer than I thought. Thought I could do it in a couple days, and it's been more than that. And I'm tired of sanding. So we're going to start pulling parts off. Got the door handle off on the other side. I turned it around, as you can tell. Makes it a little more accessible. So I got to pull all 4 door panels off, pull the handles off. Well, 5, including the rear. Man, this is a lot of work. And then just touch up some sanding stuff. I think I got it pretty far. Obviously, I got to do like all this stuff where I couldn't get with the bumpers, that piece right there. And yeah. Well, old Blue and I want to thank you for watching Brand 5 Garage. Subscribe and like and comment and ask me questions because it's super entertaining and I really appreciate it. I'm kicking butt. So if you want to come work for me for free, I won't pay you. Hi. That's Brand 5 Garage. Thanks for watching.